Well, this is one of the greatest signings I've ever made in Football Manager, and I can guarantee it's not for the reason that you think. Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of the FM23 West Brom save with me, Raxo FM, where today we are playing against Burnley and going over all of the transfers that we have made to end the transfer window and talk about what has happened since last time we saw each other. As you can see, it's not gone perfectly to start the year off, but if you are excited for that, please make sure that you do smash the like button, as well as subscribing to the Raxo FM YouTube channel so you don't miss more Football Manager content just like this. Can we please smash 20 likes on today's video to celebrate episode number 2 and just keep boosting the series in terms of viewership and likes and general beautiful YouTube analytical things. So, since last time we saw each other, we have played some games and we have made some transfers, and we're going to go over those first because that's what you're all here for, that's what you all care about. Let's start with the signings today. We have brought Billy Gilmore in on loan, and this is a deal and a half because we're paying absolutely nothing to have him in the squad, and he is such a good player. Honestly, he's probably of Premier League quality, coming in from Brighton. No money being paid, as I just said, but he's a very, very good player. I cannot complain about that at all. Going to be a starter for us. Great signing. It's free. It's literally free. The next player that we brought in is Josh Onama, who I've just said could be one of the best signings I've ever made in Football Manager. And let me explain why. It is not because this player is astronomically good. He's decent. He is going to be a starter for us, of course. It's not because the fee is super low. Yes, we have brought him in on a free, which is awesome. The reason why this is an amazing transfer is because I've never signed a player like this before. I had my eye on this man all throughout the January transfer window. He was at Fulham. He was listed for about £3.5 million. He went all the way down to about 1.7 at one point. And then on deadline day, I got a notification telling me that he had terminated his contract with Fulham. If we take a look here, released on a free. So of course, I just go straight in, snatch him up on a free, and we have managed to bag a player that I was actually considering buying for £1.7 million for £0. I mean, it's just business from me. That is absolutely shambolic by Fulham. I had no idea that was going to happen, but we will certainly take it and bring him in on a free. Have him be a regular starter for us. What a signing he is going to be for West Brom. And not the only one that we've brought in. We've also brought in Iorfa for 300k. A very good rotation player for us in the centre-back and right-back position. Does a good job covering both of them. I do think we needed a bit more cover in the right-back position. So I think this man coming in does do that job. And we have managed to bring in Marchetti on a free. 39 years of age. Very low salary, but of course we brought him in because we no longer have any reserve goalkeepers because of the deals we have done off camera. Since last time we saw each other, we've loaned out a couple more players, sold Aji. I'm sure I'm not saying that right at all, and I'm sorry, but he's left the club for £1.9 million. I'm very happy with that transfer fee, considering he was not going to start for us. He probably wasn't even going to play many games for us. So I'm stoked to bring that kind of money in for him. That's why we've brought in Iorfa. As soon as that transfer went through, we managed to pull that one off. But Button has gone out on loan so that we can get his wages off the bill mostly. And Palmer has left the club. Even though I didn't really want to sell him, but he was desperate to leave. So I've managed to sell him. And that's why Marchetti has come in. And that's why now our squad is looking like this. And I have to tell you, the tactical change is not just because of the new players coming into the club. It's because of a really average run of form. I mean, we did bounce back straight away from that loss in the first game with a decent 2-0 win against one of the favourites to win the league, Watford, who have started averagely, but I'm sure are going to bounce back. Then a 2-2 draw against Blackburn, which wasn't terrible. A 1-0 loss to Cardiff, which was not great. A 3-2 win against Hull, that was very good. A 1-0 loss to Huddersfield. And a 0-0 draw to Wigan. So clearly, we're not scoring enough goals. We're not creating enough chances. I was using this tactic the entire time. But I am deciding to move to the diamond. Because realistically, the only two wide players that we have that are really, really good, even if we go to the squad plan, and let's take a look. Right wing, we've got Diangana, who I just haven't seen that good of performances from so far. I mean, he's done okay getting an assist. but he can play a lot better. And on the left wing, we've got Grant, but Grant is just as good at playing a striker. So I don't know why we need to be playing this formation, when realistically, if we get rid of Diangana, we can bring in another central midfielder, and we're stacked for central midfielders at the moment. I've got these 4 on, and I'm still benching Lucas and Malombi, who are incredible in their own right. But we have that depth in CM. I think it's a no-brainer to play this formation. It's got to be done. Grant and Dike up there. Wallace has been playing really good on the wing, but he can also play cam and striker. So I love the versatility this gives. I think it's going to work for us. I have not played a diamond for a very long time in Football Manager. So I'm a bit nervous about it. But I think it just makes sense with the players that we have. So we're going to go for it. We're going to give it a crack against a very, very, very good Burnley side. Up the top of the table. Have not lost a single game this season. And of course, we're sitting pretty down in 17th place. This is easily the hardest challenge so far. And I think it could be shambolic. But we're going to give it a whirl with this new formation. With the diamond narrow. And with all of our new signings, we do have a very stacked squad now. I'm super proud of it. I think we've done a very good job. And there's still some players I would like to sell. And actually, there is still a decent chunk of transfer budget hanging about there. Look, £2.5 million to spend in the January transfer window. We're going to do that, of course. And we're going to jump into this game. It is going to be Marchetti again. Yeah, you can get the 22. I offer you can get, let's go 31 for you. And Onama, you can get number 6. It's there and available, and I do kind of consider 6 to be more of a DM sort of role, and he's definitely more of an attacking player. But hey, it's worked out well for us there, and we're going to jump into this first game of the episode. It could actually be the only game I play in this episode. I haven't actually discussed that or thought about that, but I feel like a quick hit here with this game might be the way to go. Although it depends on who we're playing in the next game. We are playing Coventry away from home. Maybe we should just do 2 games. We'll see how long this one takes, to be honest. And then we'll jump into the second game if we have time. But if not, hey, this is going to be a good game either way. The Burnley side, of course, are going to be very difficult to face. But we do have the first opportunity, and it goes into the top corner. Dike scores. I think that's against the run of play from a corner. Nods it into the top corner. And this formation, I can't even claim has done that, because that's literally just a set piece. And, you know, you can't really say a formation has got you a set piece goal, and it is against the run of play. One shot to their 4 now, sorry, but we are still in the game, getting as much position, getting some serious shots on now, and actually maybe this formation is doing the job for us. So let's keep going. Let's see how it goes for the last 20 minutes of this first half. There are very good ratings going across the pitch though, which is probably more promising than the fact that we are doing a decent job in terms of stats. XG is very similar. Yes, we're letting Burnley get back into it, but I think we just need a wee chance here or there to give us a bit of momentum, and I think we'd seriously take a 1-0 lead at this point. I don't know how much I'm back in the formation at this point in time, and how much I can put it down to the formation. I'm happy with the performance so far, but we'll see how it goes in the second half, and I think the mixture of players seems to be working for now. And now is the big thing here. Sarmiento on the ball, playing it back to Taylor. Trying to find Sarmiento, but Furlong manages to intercept. Plays it back to Cork, though. And Roberts has space on this right-hand side into Brownhill. And just like that, he scores his first goal of the season to make it 1-1 on the night. After I'm writing home about how good this change has been. But it doesn't quite do enough for us to keep a clean sheet in this game. It's poor defending, to be fair. And it's quite an easy wee opened up chance for Brownhill. No one's on him, and no one's on the right back when Roberts really should be defended better than that. It's disappointing to see, but we do have another corner. This time it goes straight into the arms of Muric, and if he pumps it long and they win the knockdown, this is going to be a serious counter-attacking chance for them. They don't win it, and we keep a hold of it actually. It is Gilmore into Onama, into Cahill. A couple of debuts today, I think. Onama definitely making his debut. I think that might be the only one, actually. Iorfa could make his debut, but Cullen picks it up. Furlong intercepts it, though. Cahill back into... Oh, you've not found Furlong there. Sarmiento cuts it back. They hit it just wide of the post, and a substitute is going to be made right here, right now. OK is not having an OK game, so we're going to bring him off. There he is. He's going to come off for... I guess the gods have spoken. Malombi, sorry. I'll switcheroo that. I think Gilmore will be very good in that position. Peace is not doing enough in that left back position, but he's lucky. We don't really have another left back at our disposal on the bench. So actually, I might just move him down to a full back on support. Do the same for Furlong. I'm getting a phone call, so I'm going to pause. That was a long phone call. I have no idea what I was doing. I know I just substituted. Oh yeah, I wanted Peters off. That's right. Okay. No, you can't do a job there. Bartley, no, you can't do a job there. I feel like one of these players can. Cahill, O'Shea. I think O'Shea can. Yeah, O'Shea can. I might even train him to be able to do that because I'm kind of sick of not having one. And let's get Iorfa on. Let's get him on for his debut. Why not? Let's get into it. Last 35 minutes of a very important game. And I feel like we're holding our own quite well. Even though we have conceded, obviously. I think this tactical change has done a wee bit for us in terms of... But we still haven't scored from open play, to be fair, actually. Because that was the problem, not scoring. And we haven't scored from open play. I mean, we are versing a very decent side, though. So I don't know if I can judge it too harshly. But they're coming at us again. Hit it just over the bar. We make another sub that might influence the game. Make some sort of tactical change. Not sure. Okay, let's try working it into the box and lowering the passing and tempo just a wee bit. Dike is tired, so he can come off for Wallace, and Gilmore is tired, so he can come off for Lucas. Yeah, that's my two more subs being made, and we do have a corner. Although I think I just cancelled that. Oh well. Okay, 10 minutes to go, and it's still very even on both fronts. Can we see one last highlight going our way to get us into the lead? We do have one more substitute. Let's get some fresh legs on. Diangana, I do need to train him in a different position because he right now just cannot do it. You know what? Let's try and surprise them by switching it to a different formation for the last couple of minutes. So let's get that and that. Onama can come off. Diangana can come on, and keep it that way for the last couple of minutes. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Seems fine to me. Let's go. Last couple of seconds. Can we see a highlight? 4 minutes of additional time. Yeah, okay. Well, all that tactical changes seem to do nothing. But I do think a 1-1 draw against top of the table Burnley is not a bad result. It's definitely not. It's definitely not, especially in the form that we're in. We probably do have the players to compete with teams like that, though. But we have arguably played slightly better than them, based off the stats. So, look, we can't get too disheartened by that at all. I do think we are going to play another game in this episode on camera because I want to see if we can actually score goals. If this tactical change has done something, or if it's just in my head. Come on, let's jump into it. On paper, it should be a win. But in terms of form, in terms of league position, and just being away from home, this is a tough one. So I'd like to point out, if we win this game, I feel like it is a decent result. This is the team we're going with, the exact same squad. We've just brought Swift onto the bench and brought Malombi out, which I actually feel really bad about because he is a very good player. I've got quite a difficult situation with all these central midfielders. I'm tempted to take Gilmore out, but I feel like he's probably our best player. But he's not actually owned by us, if you know what I mean. It's tough. It's tough. But we're going with it for now. And we're jumping into this game against the Coventry City boys, hoping that we can win this game. I'm really hoping that we can, because we have not won a game for some time. I do really like it when they show their faces, because I recognise faces more than names, to be honest. But I don't know. They could be a good team. They could be terrible. They've got Shafe. I recognise Shafe and Bidwell. Okay, there's two. Doesn't mean anything, but you know, it's two people I recognise. And early doors, nothing happening, but we do have a lot more possession than them, which can't be a terrible thing, realistically. 0.02 and 0.04 XG after 3 shots. It might not be the highest scoring game based off those couple of highlights and chances that have happened off camera. Come on, 5 minutes to go in this first half. I think we're not seeing anything happening. It's a very dull affair, and those fans are definitely not getting their money's worth. I'm far from pleased with that performance. We need to be seeing at least a highlight from us, at least a solid chance to put the ball into the back of the net. Can we see that first highlight in this game soon? At least we're defending well. The defenders have high ratings, but Peters, once again, just getting quite a low rating. But as it just, no, it's still 6.5. Maybe I ought to just play him as the supporting fullback, because that's probably what suits him better. But I think an attacking change needs to take place. We're going to bring Wallace on and take Dike off. That's all I'm going to do to start off with. And we've created a fake highlight. It could actually see an opportunity coming for us if we do manage to win the ball back like we do there. Furlong into O'Shea, into Peters. Peters pumps it forward into Grant. One of his... Well, he's not coming off, but Dike is coming off. So if Dike gets a chance here, could be his last opportunity to do something in this game. Cahill tries to move it forward and he finds Furlong. Furlong doesn't have space down that right hand side, so he plays it into Dike. Dike wins a corner, and we do make that substitution. Dike making way. We've got to respect them for at least winning us a corner, though. 7 shots to 3. We are the better of the two sides, but the XG is still incredibly low. So I don't think any team are really deserving of scoring a goal here. 20 minutes to go, and finally the first highlight comes our way. Grant is on the ball, plays it back into Gilmore, into Peters, O'Shea, and we're moving it forward, but backwards. But as long as we're keeping a hold of it, that's the important thing. We do lose it though. And now Dabo has it on the right hand side, plays it back to Rose. Rose pumping it forward, does find someone on the left wing, he does. Bidwell into Godden. Godden making space, trying to cut inside, does play back to Bidwell into the mixer, and it's a goal. Just like that, against the run of play. They've had very few opportunities to score, but they've put one in, and I am abandoning that tactic. Oh, am I? We're changing it. I'm going vertical tiki-taka. Because I think our players are probably the best passers in this league. I'm giving it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl for the last 20 minutes. Does it seem stupid to change formation and tactic right here, right now? Yes, absolutely. But does it make sense with the players that we have? I think so. So we're giving it a whirl. 10 minutes of football left to play, and no shots coming in for us. Don't think changing tactic that late in the game is the way to go, boys and girls. I think I'm going to struggle in this save. I'm definitely going to struggle in this save. Okay, 3 more substitutes could be made. I think I'm okay with this, which seems counterproductive because we are losing. We are the worst of the two sides. But I want to see what we can do with this highlight. I believe it was made before I started the tactical change, so we could see something coming our way, but not with headers like that, Rogic. Going to absolutely no one, giving them the ball straight back, and giving them the opportunity to make it 2-0 on this night, which is not what we want to be seeing. They pass it all the way back to the goalkeeper, and if he pumps it forward, he does, but he pumps it forward quite well and plays it into the perfect player to collect it. And now they throw on goal, in for the second, and he's taking it around the goalkeeper. It's 2-0. It's not a good performance. It's not a good start to our save. I need to sort something out. Boys and girls. Tiki-taka is probably not the way to go, but we've given it a whirl for the last couple of minutes. Is the diamond the way to go? I don't know. Okay, I've got a lot to experiment with off camera. I don't know if I have much time, because the board want us to get into playoff positions, and we're currently flirting with relegation. It's not a good look. Off camera, a lot of work. Lots of work. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash the like button if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you all later.